Whether you're writing about fiction or non-fiction, how exactly do you write about people you know in real life without angering or hurting their feelings? Do you have to let them know that they're in your story? Do you have to lie or avoid them entirely? How exactly do you go about doing this the proper way? Stick around to learn more. Hey guys, Nour here, and welcome back to my channel. For those visiting for the first time, hello, I'm the fantasy author of the novel Divinity Falling. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe for weekly writing advice videos. Today we're talking about how to use real-life people in your stories, without hurting their feelings, of course. So I'm going to break this down into fiction writing and non-fiction writing, because I think they each have their own way of going about this. Let's start with fiction. When it comes to writing fiction, a lot of us take inspiration from our everyday life. This means that people we know may end up inspiring some of the creations of our characters. This is totally okay to do, and it's even normal. We've all done it to some extent. But how far can you go writing about a real-life person in a fictional story? The fact of the matter is that this is fiction, so it's best to keep it that way. Especially if you're using someone you know as the basis of a character you're describing negatively. It's not nice, but if you must do it as a form of therapy, because let's be honest, we've all done that. You could do so by making the character have general personality traits that are similar to the person you know. But I wouldn't go as far as making the character look exactly like the person you know. That's a dead giveaway, and then they could sue you for portraying them in a negative light, or even for writing about them without their consent. So keep fiction fiction, and only use people you know as inspiration. Now, when it comes to nonfiction, the lines get blurred a bit. In nonfiction, you should never lie. You must always tell the story to the best of your recollection. This means that you should never lie about the behavior of a real-life person. For one, whenever possible, let the person know that you are writing about them. This will help you avoid issues down the road. If you can't tell the person that you're writing about them, you could always change their name in writing to protect their privacy. Some nonfiction writers even indicate in their story that they've changed a name of a person to protect their privacy. Obviously, there are more rules that go into nonfiction and writing about people, such as if you're writing about a public incident like a crime or celebrities. But I will admit that I'm not really familiar with all those nitty-gritty details. I've never personally tried publishing a nonfiction work, but I have written some nonfiction stories, and when I did so, I always changed the names of the people I was writing about, just in case someone got a hold of the story by mistake. So that's all I have for you today. I'd love to know, do you ever use real-life people in your stories? How do you go about that? Let me know in the comments. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I put out weekly writing advice videos that will take your story to the next level. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media to see what I'm up to from day to day and to chat with me. And before we go, I just want to give a quick shout out to Sarah Frayne and Lori B from my shout out tier over on Patreon, as well as all my amazing patrons. You are all so awesome. Thank you so much for your support. And remember, Nour for president!